boys and girls. I'm Nana Rose. Before I read today's story, I wanted to talk a little bit about emotions. Emotions is another word for feelings. Everybody has all different kinds of feelings. And you can usually tell the way someone's feeling by the look on their face. If someone is looking like this, you can tell that they're probably feeling happy. Because when somebody's feeling happy, oftentimes the corners of their mouth go up, their eyes brighten, they have a twinkle in their eye, and you can usually tell that that means that they're happy. But if the corners of their mouth go down, and their shoulders go down, and their eyes go down, you can probably tell that they're feeling sad, right? Now, if someone is angry, oftentimes their shoulders go up, their eyes get tight, their teeth clench, and sometimes their fists clench. So if someone's angry, you can see that their shoulders have gone up, their teeth get tight, their eyes get tight, their fists. That gives you a clue that someone's angry. Now, we all have these feelings. There's times when you and I both can be happy. There's times when everybody feels sad. And then there's times when we're angry. We can get excited. When someone's excited, usually their eyebrows go up, their face gets really big, their eyes get big, sometimes their mouth gets big because they're so excited. So the way that we show with our faces helps with feelings. Now, feelings are great. Everybody has them, and it's okay to be happy. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. But it's what we do with those feelings when we have them that makes the difference. Like, if I'm really sad and I hold it all in and I don't tell anybody else about it, that sadness can hurt me inside. But if I tell my best friend or my mom or my dad why I'm sad, oftentimes getting it off your chest, telling it to someone else, makes you feel better. Or if you're really angry and your teeth are clenched and you've got fists, one of the best things to do is to put your shoulders down, to open up your fists and make them so that they're not fists anymore, and to just breathe. That can calm us down so that the immediate anger goes away. But you know, now that we're all sort of indoors for a long time, some of these feelings can get us more cooped up. We can feel more angry, we can feel more frustrated, more sad. So I wanted to read a story about feelings today. This is called All the Animals Were Angry by William Wondriska. All the animals were angry. All the Animals Were Angry by William Wondriska. It was a hot day in the jungle. The animals had nothing to do. The lion was angry. He walked over to the turtle and said, "I hate you because you're so slow." The turtle was angry. She looked at the elephant and said, "I hate you because you're so big." The elephant was angry. He looked down at the ant and said, "I hate you because you're so small." And see that tiny ant down there? The ant was angry. She looked up at the giraffe and said, "I hate you because you're so tall." The giraffe was angry. She looked at the snake and said, I hate you because you're so quiet. The snake was angry. He looked at the hippo and said, I hate you because you're so fat. The hippo was angry. She looked down at the skunk and said, I hate you because you smell. The skunk was furious. He looked up at the lion and said, I hate you because you're so loud. All the animals were so angry, they were ready to tear each other to pieces. Suddenly, a dove flew down from the sky. They looked at the lion and the happy face and said, I love you because sometimes it's good to be loud. The lion looked happy and said, You do? He asked. The dove flew to the turtle and said, I love you because sometimes it's good to be slow. The turtle looked happy. You do? She asked. The dove flew to the elephant and said, I love you because sometimes it's good to be big. The elephant looked happy. You do? He asked. The dove flew to the ant and said, I love you because sometimes it's good to be small. The ant looked happy. You do? She asked. The dove flew over to the giraffe and said, I love you because sometimes it's good to be tall. The giraffe looked happy. You do? She asked. The dove flew over to the snake and said, I love you because sometimes it's good to be quiet. The snake looked happy. You do? He asked. The dove flew to the hippo and said, I love you because sometimes it's good to be fat. The hippo looked happy. You do? She asked. The dove flew to the skunk and said, I love you because sometimes it's good to smell. The skunk looked happy. You do? He asked. Yes, I do, replied the dove. I love you all. It was a hot day in the jungle. The animals still had nothing to do, but they were happy. And that's the story of All the Animals Were Angry by William Wondriska. The only changes I made was in the original story. William Wondriska has all the animals with he, and I changed it so that they were he or she or they. So while you're sitting around at home and you may be angry, or you may be bored, or you may be sad, remember, it's what you do with those feelings. In the book, they gave their angry feelings to each other, which just made everybody angry. But if you give your happy feelings to everybody, that makes everybody happy. Just be aware of how you're feeling, and be aware of how you're sharing those feelings with others. That goes for you, your friends, your brothers and sisters, your mom, your dad, your aunts, your uncles, your grandmas, your grandpas. Everybody just needs to be more aware of how they're feeling and how they take those feelings and keep them in or give them to others, because right now we're all sort of stuck inside. So remember, all the animals were angry. It was still a hot day in the jungle, but then all the animals were happy. Whatever you do today, have fun.